Approval Track is designed to automatically route requests based on company-defined workflows. Each different request type can have a unique workflow assigned to it, so that, for example, a request to purchase a new laser printer follows a different set of rules than a vacation request does. Since every company has their own ways they want to manage processes, Approval Track is extremely flexible and allows you to implement virtually any type of workflow desired. Approval Track will fit into just about any environment and give you complete flexibility and control over the approval process. Approval Track incorporates powerful yet simple to use workflow types. Each request defined is assigned one of 6 workflow types. These types determine how the request is routed and who can approve it. The 6 types are financial, level, manager, individual, internal, and external ad hoc. The custom workflow within Approval Track forces the approval process to conform to your company's policies and procedures. This will both save your business time and enforce internal policies. Approval Track gives you the option to automatically send a notification of a request's approval or denial to anyone in the system. Each user will receive a system-generated email which will include a link to the request. This feature is especially useful to forward approved expense reports to accounting, or vacation requests to HR, or any other request which requires someone to take additional action after the approval has been granted. Each person or level in a company can typically authorize purchases up to a certain amount. The financial workflow is designed to enforce these rules and will route a request until it reaches a user who can authorize the purchase amount. Taking an organized approach to this process saves time and confusion. It also keeps a record in one location, making everyone's life much easier. The level workflow type is used when an approval for something can only be granted at a certain level in the organization. The level workflow is similar to the financial workflow, except that the approval will stop when it reaches the person whose level is equal or greater than the level required in the approval. Typically, employees are assigned a level for their position: employee, assistant manager, manager, president, CEO, and so on. These levels and their relation to each other are completely customizable. The manager workflow is the simplest. This type simply routes a request to the user's manager and no farther. This is useful for basic approvals where a person's boss needs to approve something like vacation, but no one else in the organization does. Like any workflow type, other people in the organization can be added to the approval or denial notification list. Those that are added will be able to see the request's entire lifecycle in one easy-to-read form. The individual type allows you to define a completely custom workflow. This workflow type can be defined by the administrator to route a request to a set group of people in the company in whatever order desired. This workflow type is very useful for directing a request to a specific user or to select a group of people who need to approve a given request. Occasionally, the approval of someone not in a normal approval chain is needed. The internal ad hoc type satisfies this requirement by allowing you to send a request to anyone for any reason inside your organization. Ad hoc requests are great when you need to get something approved on the fly. External ad hoc is similar, except you can now send an approval request to someone outside of your company. Typically, when someone needs to send a sales quote, a digital graphic, or any other document to a client or partner, these would usually be handled by email. Approval Track will consolidate these business exchanges in one location for you. Approval Track will streamline your approval process, enforce company policies, reduce paperwork, and help your organization run more efficiently.